Here's a final look at the airbrushed wing and tail, and you can see that I think it turned out really good. I think it's going to look awesome in the air. So can't wait to get this flown and see what it looks like. But right now our weather's not real good for flying. Okay, here's a look at the latest version, and I keep changing these because I keep finding things that would actually improve the lifespan of the wing. And what the changes that I'm making are very, very small, very minor, and in reality they're not really changes to the wing. They're just changes in the order in which the wing goes together. So if you've watched some of the videos, then you already know how to build the wing. Nothing's changed in that respect. The only thing that I'm changing is the order in which things are done. So if we look at this wing here, you can see that the carbons are all down, the tape is all down, and everything appears to be really tight. Now this wing has never been flown. It's not been flown yet, but the look of everything is really good. Everything is down nice and tight, and I don't foresee any real issues with this wing. In fact, the only issue that I've run into, and it's really not a big thing, but to me sometimes the little things are the things that bother me the most. But what I'm bothered by on this wing, this is actually the black wing that I built. I think I built this one along with an orange one, another orange one that I built. I didn't do any videoing with the black wing. I built the black wing actually to do my orientation video so that you could see how easy it can be to keep orientated with the model. So that's where this black wing came from. But what I'm concerned about is just this lifting of the tape here. And of course once it lifts and a little dust gets in there, then it's never going to stick again. And I mean, I don't know that it's going to be a real issue, but just something that I'm not happy with. So I figured out how to eliminate it. And you can see it's on every one of them, so it's pretty consistent. Well, I don't foresee that happening with this wing, just for the simple fact that I put on this tape before I put on the batten tape. So, and the order in which this gets built is you do the leading edge first, then do the trailing edge. And you're going to wind up with 3 pieces of tape back here on the trailing edge just to reinforce the back of this. And then what I did was use one big piece and then cut it and folded it over so that I had half on the top and half on the bottom. And then I used 2 short pieces and cut them and folded them over, and then finished off with another long piece. And again, made it so that I had half on the top and half on the bottom. So that got me my trailing edge. Then I went ahead and glued on this carbon. And then what I'm going to do is run some tape, go back an inch from where this carbon line here is, and put a small piece of tape to go from here, make it long enough. It's going to need to be about 5 inches long, and start it here and go back. And again, this carbon is not going to be there, so that piece of tape is only going to be covering this piece of carbon. But you start with a 5-inch piece, and then a piece about 7.5 inches, so it's going to start about here and go back, and that's going to give you an extra layer of tape under this piece of carbon, and you're going to wind up with 3 layers of tape under these 2 pieces of carbon, and 2 pieces of tape under this one, because you're going to have this shorter piece, and then of course you're going to have this long piece. And then once this is down, then you can go ahead and glue in these carbons and put the tape on those. And then you can do the center section, do the wing tips, and do the backbone. The wing is actually really simple to build. I mean, the more I build them, the easier they get. And now, I mean, since I've worked out the technique, man, I tell you, the wings are building really fast. It takes longer for the glue to dry than it does actually to build the wing. And as you can see, the wings are turning out really nice. And this is an orange wing, and this was actually built for a friend. So Bill, if you're watching the video, this is your wing, buddy. So if you have any questions about building the wing and the techniques that I use, just send me an email or give me a phone call. I'd be glad to help. Launching.
low voltage alarm quit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Landing. Launching. Do a figure eight out in front of you. Big figure eight.